It's the 2019 show here on Youth Hockey Hub, the North American Hockey Showcase from the Bloomington Ice Garden in Bloomington, Minnesota. Our final game here on rink number 2. Rink number 2, right in the middle here at the Bloomington Ice Garden. It features New England at 3-2, taking on Team USA, who is 5-0, and they've run away with the pool play round here in the Jefferson Division. The two divisions for the two high school teams that play here at the Bloomington Ice Garden. And it's USA at 5-0. They're the number 2 goal-scoring team overall, but the number 1 in this division. 38 goals scored, just 9 goals allowed. That ties them for the best defense. They've scored 9 goals 3 different times. And New England's got a tough task ahead of them. New England's played some tight ball games in their 3-2 record. Their goal spread is only a single goal, 18 scored and 17 allowed. 3-goal win, 2-goal win, 1-goal victory. They've lost by 3 and lost by 2. So they've played some tight ones. White and blue for USA. Left to right they go. Quick glove save for Luke Carithers in the red and black of New England. So New England will go right to left here in this first. Glad you're with us. All kinds of action this weekend. We'll move from pool play that wraps up later today into quarterfinal action starting early tomorrow. Of course, that's not all of the action that will come your way, including Saturday with All-Star game and skills competition as well. This one popped down right to Trey Knoll. Knoll with 8 points in the tournament with 5 goals. Couldn't corral it. Instead, onto the stick of Zachary Steely. Steely between the circles, dumps it over to the right side for Thomboro. And Spencer Thomboro, 7 goals to lead the way for New England. Floats below the goal line. Turn into a save over there for Lucas Courtney. 1-0. The other 3 wins belong to Andrew McLeod. 89% of the save percentage for McLeod in the 1 game so far for Courtney. For Courtney. 93% on the save percentage. Puck stays in the USA zone. Minute and 10 seconds gone in this one. Seemed like an odd stick sound there, like somebody broke the stick, but play resumes as that one slides across the slot from the near side to the far side, slips out of the zone, pass to Bizarek. Back it goes to Braden Hart. Hart spinning at the circle, trying to settle it down. Puck swept away and poked away by Carithers for New England. Tumble down there in the corner allows Brian Frost to take it away for New England. Second pass ends up on Thomboro's stick. He lost it against 2 defenders back at the blue line. Carter Bakeberg, one of the 2 to take it away. Puck free up on the near side. Cooper DuPoit, 4 goals and an assist. He's after the puck on the near side, fighting with Levi Harper, his own teammate, to try and peel it away from 2 New England skaters. And a cross-check going to be called. So it comes on DuPoit. First power play opportunity of the game comes for New England. And no matter the level of hockey, if you're playing a team that scores as much as Team USA does, you got to take advantage of these power play opportunities. So 5-on-4 for the squad in red as it'll attack right to left, trying to gain possession here. It flies down early for an icing, so that's how they'll get possession into the USA zone. 12:53 remaining, minute 52 on the power play opportunity for New England. 18 goals scored, 17 allowed. So the narrow margin, but that's good for 5th best as far as defensive scoring defense in the tournament so far. And that's across both the Jefferson and Kennedy divisions. Puck poked past the blue line, as then it's centered out to a flying Levi Harper. Down for USA. Gets it back inside, short-handed, shot and a score. And it's Jack Wheaton with his 9th of the tournament, team high, off the feed from Harper. Well, you don't take advantage. They score short-handed. And all of a sudden, if you're New England, in a world of hurt because Wheaton makes it 1-0. So Wheaton's 9th, 15 points for him. was Harper's first assist. He's got 3 points now in the tournament. Points all up and down this roster, as mentioned, with the 38 goals scored. Still a power play opportunity for New England to try and tie it up. 56 more seconds remaining on the power play as we're just under 11 minutes to go. Excuse me, under 12 minutes to go. USA the changes, 5-on-4 advantage for New England. The draw, though, controlled by USA with Cade Meyer working it to the far side boards, and he's able to slip it free out of the zone. That'll force Camden Shore to track it down. Near side circle, he flips it up into his mates on the bench near side. 56 seconds. I don't think that actually started there, so we'll see if they shave a little bit of time off the penalty time. Nothing started. Put a goal up. Pretty sure that's where we were when we had that last face-off. Couple extra seconds. There it goes. Slides to the back of the cage. Wraps all the way around out of the zone. USA can work on the kill shorthanded here. Knife through traffic, up for Wheaton again. He's already got a shorthanded goal on this opportunity. Wheaton, top of the slot, settles it down against 3 defenders, eventually swept away off his stick by Thomboro. To the far side, after it goes Videpo. And the penalty's coming up to even things up here. Thomboro with the hook. So we're 4-on-4 now for another 27 seconds. So 11 and a half minutes remain here. Box is full on both sides. Single player from USA in there for another 15 seconds before they get to go on a 5-on-4, already leading it 1-0. Courtesy of the shorthanded goal. At 4-on-4, here comes New England. Equalizer here would be huge before they go down a skater. That's going to happen in the next 2 seconds. Brian Frost ridden down as he gets to the goal line. Carson Summers takes it away for USA. Dangles it behind the cage, works through the circle. His pass intercepted, dropped down at the blue line, but Summers gets right back on top of it. Taken away instead, though, by Zachary Steely. Steely for New England. Gets in between 2 defenders and then ends up going backwards through the legs of one of those 2 defenders, and USA comes away with it. They've got the advantage, 5-on-4 for a minute 10 now. First feed up ahead, too strong. Wyatt Britton tracks it down for New England. Off the boards on the near side for Gus Olsen. Olsen has it taken away by DePoit. DePoit just kept it free to send it down for USA to try and get their first zone time. Here, this short-lived power play began as 4-on-4. Behind the goal line for Braden Hart. Hart able to wrap it up on the near side boards, and here comes Team USA flying in, courtesy of Levi Harper. Harper off the near side boards, feeds it down into the corner. It's fed along by A.J. Young for New England. Trying to clear it from the danger zone, but DePoit's right there. 30 seconds to work with for Team USA. They've got a shorthanded goal trying to tack on a power play score to go up 2-0. Instead, New England able to clear it back out to neutral ice. Videpo settles it down, pushes it past Philip Ziska. At the top of the circle, 15 seconds left on the power play. Shot in on the pads of Carithers, steered away, tracked down by Levi Harper in the corner. Harper sends it back out wide to Hart. Hart back down to Harper. Harper finds a cutter at the blue line. That's Zinda. Zinda at the circle. His shot deflected down. Zinda stays after it. We're back to even strength. 9.5 minutes to go. In comes Thomboro as Zinda plays with it in the corner. USA hangs on to it. DePoit tries to feed in front. Bounces back out. Long shot. Settled down at the top of the crease for an awful long time and then steered away. Zinda, able to send it down, but it's deflected wide. That forces Harper to chase. USA right on top of it. Not much of a bench down there, by the way, for New England. Just sheer number of guys that they've got to go to. Basically a pair of lines, 4 defensemen and 6 forwards. So some longer shifts for these guys, picked up by Thomas Bezarek. Holds it in, sends the shot on Courtney. He Turns it away on the far side post and settles things down with 8.5 minutes to go. Short-handed goal. All that's on the board here. That came with 12:21 remaining. We've got 8:35 to go. High-scoring Team USA. The top two scoring teams so far here in the show 2019 on Youth Hockey Hub. They were in action already today. 7 of those 38 goals scored at Mariucci Arena this morning in a victory over North America. Wheaton takes it away. 2-on-2 as he breaks the blue line. Outside the circle, tries to send that pass through. Caught a piece of Camden Shorer's stick. Back to the near side. Bakeberg from the blue line. Feeds into traffic. Plenty of traffic around. Puck drops free. Wheaton over to try and get it. And New England pulls it away. Poked out of the zone, forcing Bakeberg to try and come over and push it back in. He feeds it up ahead to Knoll. Knoll lost it just as he got to the circle. Poked back by New England all the way to Cade Meyer. Meyer sends it on the opposite side up to Wheaton. Wheaton in with Knoll. He's got Videpo too. Wheaton hangs on to it at the goal line. Dropped down and had it pushed off his stick by Bezerek. 7:40 to go. Popped up along the far side boards. Meyer spinning as he tries to hold it in. Instead, New England gets a feed at it and able to pop it out past the blue line. Retouch for Team USA. Couldn't do it cleanly. Worked around with Wyatt Britton trying to find space, and Gus Olsen, Minnesota kid on this New England team, trying to help him out. Cooper DePoit flies it down, and that was deflected, so no icing with 7:15 to go here in this first period. 1-0 lead for Team USA. DePoit hanging out at the blue line, waiting for everybody to touch up, so he just has to fling it down. Bezerek tracks it down for New England. He'll go off the glass, looking to feed on the near side for Angelo Perpera. Couldn't clear it out of the zone. Matthew Wallace loses the edge. He's got 10 points here in the tournament, 5 goals and 5 assists. Zinda trying to chase it down. He won't get there in time, and the icing brings it back the other way anyway for Team USA, leading 1-0. Mentioned their 3 9-goal games. Included the opener, a 9-1 win over Minnesota, 9-2 over Midwest, 9-3 over North. Here out to a 1-0 lead. They put up 4 and 7 in their other 2 victories. Certainly respectable enough, even though they didn't get to the gaudy number of 9. Taken away and held in at the blue line. Long shot sailing wide from Brian Frost. Tracked down in behind the boards. One-timer from Thomboro back out in front. His shot sails wide. Zinda, chance to settle it down. Thomboro. Over to try and settle it down. New England hangs on to it, but now Team USA takes it back with Zenda at the circle. 6:10 to go here in the first period. Up to Ziska. Ziska tied for 3rd in goals scored, tied for 2nd in assists. Brought it in too soon. 6:03 to go. Thornborough, excuse me. That's what happens when you put an R and an N too close together on your roster sheet. Thornborough. Spencer with 7 goals, but Team USA takes it. Wheaton looking for his 2nd. Off the glove save from Carithers. Still alive and on the backside. Nearly sneaks home, but New England survives. Slides all the way through neutral ice. Tracked down by Team USA, leading it 1-0. But New England has held solid since then, turning away chances. Bezarek trying to create a chance of his own for New England. 5.5 to go, just dumped it down, nobody home. Trying to turn it into a possession instead. USA brings it out with Wheaton. Wheaton with Harper behind and a man in the middle. Wheaton slides outside the circle. Instead leaves back to the blue line. Long feed in off the pads of Carithers. Popped up into the air and tracked down by a teammate. Forced along the far side boards to Gus Olsen. Olsen 1-on-2 with a man flying on the near side. That's Perpera. They'll turn and get a change as it trickles down towards the goal line. 5 minutes to go here in the first. Bloomington Ice Garden, rink number 2, the side of this USA-New England showdown. Team USA trying to go unbeaten through pool play here of the 2019 show. Feed right back out in front. Developed well, but tapped away by the defensive traffic in front. Tracked down and neutralized by Young. Worked off his stick by Harper. Still free as Vedepo tries to track it down. Poked back towards the center circle. Free for a moment, swept ahead. Thornborough down on the near side. Keeping it in the zone for New England, but pops away. DePoit able to send it out to the blue line. Up the ice for Vedepo. Vedepo trying to work between the circles. Couldn't work past a couple of defenders. DePoit can't hold it in. New England pushes it back to the center circle. In comes Zinda. Steps around one defender. Has to track it down in the corner. He'll lose that battle, but then deflected it down with his own skate. 4 minutes to go. In comes Knoll to try and pick up the fight and take the puck away. Couldn't quite do it. New England trying to get past DePoit. DePoit tracks it down. Flies in past the New England blue line. He's got Knoll on his back. Down into the corner it goes with 3:40 remaining here in the first. New England surviving in below the goal line there. It's pushed up along the far side boards. Trey Knoll nearly had it right back for Team USA, but Sloper sends it again to the far side, and New England gets it out of the zone, trying to feed it up ahead. Just the back of a skate there from Vedepo kept the break away from New England. Zachary Steele finally got it and just flips the shot ahead towards the goal line. 3:09 to go. New England again tries to fly through center ice. This time it hits Perpera on the skates near side. He can't settle it down, so they've got a retouch. Back to Team USA. DePoit through neutral ice. DePoit near side. Fires across. That one deflected away. Good defensive stick work for New England. Turning breaks away left and right for both sides. Up ahead to Kenny. Kenny slides down, tripped over the blue line there. Never got it in. He's got to come back and touch up. 2:42 to go. Gus Olsen in pursuit. Instead, it pops out to Team USA. Here comes Matthew Wallace. Wallace sends the shot in, and it's deflected up and high into the netting. With 2:32 to bring us to a stop here in the first period with a 1-0 lead for Team USA. Shorthanded goal for Jack Wheaton. In tight towards the cage, right off the draw, but pops free. Settles in behind the net. Coming up on the 2-minute mark of period number 1. They'll go right to work in period 2 after this. As many folks who've been watching know, they'll resurface after the second. All kinds of crowding around the net. Wrap-around try, turned away again, came up too short. New England bouncing puck and a chance to clear for Steele. Steele does get it off the boards and back to neutral ice. USA, though, with some space to control. Bakeberg sends it across the ice. Eventually deflects back down into the zone, but Bazarek right there for New England. Aggressive forecheck coming up there. Wheaton takes it away. He had some help from Wallace. And then it pops free. Back to New England. Here's Thornborough. Thornborough splits two defenders, going wide to the far side. Tracks the puck down in the corner. Minute 45 to go here in the first. Does New England have an equalizer here against this high-scoring Team USA? Puck free off the boards, out for a one-timer. Mishit by Bazarek. Popped up into traffic and taken away by Wallace. Wallace down the ice 1-on-3 with a minute 28 to go. Wide of the circle, steps back inside. Defensive stick, pokes it free. Wallace all alone as he skates down to the seat of his pants. And New England able to clear. Working on the break, up the ice for Steele. Steele goes wide, steps inside a defender, put it on the pads of Courtney, who turns it away. Minute 10 to go. Back out to Team USA. Up and down the ice we go. Summers this time, outside the circle. Deflected right down. His second try. Sails well wide. Ziska with a minute to go. Tried to track it down. Zinda from the blue line held it in. Then it's popped and redirected right back down to the other side. Hart tracks it down in his own end. Bangs it off the boards to the far side. 45 seconds remaining in the period. Through neutral ice. Tips off the stick of a Team USA skater. DePoit now gets it back. He's at his own blue line, working backwards to settle it in. Nobody's had a real set possession here as we've gone up and down the ice for the last minute and a half. We've only got 30 seconds left in the period. Team USA fumbling with it just a bit behind their own net, able to work it out to neutral ice. New England sends it forward, 19 seconds to go. Olsen trying to hang on to it, working it down outside the circle, then forces Hart to come over for Team USA. Clears to the far side boards. Ziska takes it up to neutral ice, trying to hit Summers on the run, couldn't do it. 5 seconds to go, deep in their own end. There's Summers. He loses it, and that's how the period will end. So, New England gets a power play opportunity, and it turns into a shorthanded goal for Team USA. And that's your only tally of the first. It belongs to Jack Wheaton. Came with 12:21 to go. Thought maybe that would springboard this Team USA, who has done nothing but score goals so far this week here in Bloomington. But New England battles back, held firm in the defensive zone, and it's still a 1-0 hockey game going to the second. Neither one of these teams has been shut out. New England's low. They were held to a single goal against North in the second game of the tournament. Scored 2 against South on the big sheet at Mariucci in a 5-2 loss. And all 3 of their victories scored at least 4 goals, including a 1-goal victory here on this same sheet of ice over Minnesota. Actually played 3 of their previous 5 here on rink number 2. For whatever that's worth, Team USA, it's their first run on the middle sheet of ice here at the Bloomington Ice Garden. Second period on the way. Flip things around. Courtney will be off to our right as we look at it. Carithers in net to our left. New England in red and gray. Team USA mostly white. Of course, the Star-Spangled trimming. They're up 1-0. Their speed fairly neutralized by Team New England. We'll see how that holds. As we mentioned, it's a much narrower bench than a lot of teams have had. Not by several lines, but basically by a line. Some other teams have been able to send 3 different shifts out there. Basically, it's 2 for New England. They've got 10 guys. And they've held USA off the brakes for the most part, as that one bounces dangerously in front of Courtney. Sails wide to the near side corner. Peeled off the boards by Steely. Back out in front. A bouncing shot well wide, but on the back door forces Courtney to make the pad save once and twice. Puck slips out high of the circle. More pressure from New England. Sliding down to the goal line. Thornborough dangles his way around, looking for some space, trying to leave a couple of defenders behind. Feeds it up top, looking for Bazarek. Bazarek settles at the blue line. He takes a shot through traffic. That'll force Courtney to glove it. 13:53 to go here in this second period. That first goal, the only goal, scored by Wheaton on the break on the shorthanded. You can see his speed and the break ability for Team USA that obviously lends a hand in their offensive prowess here this week. But New England's done a good job of eliminating that first break opportunity and then basically making them try to muck through it 5-on-5 in the offensive zone, and they've held so far courtesy of Carithers at the back end of that defense. And we will have a trip. And for the second time in this game, Team USA will go on the power play. Oh for 1 so far. Each team 0 for 1. Drop this one again. Short-handed. New England able to send it down into the Team USA zone. And the USA settles it down. Worked around by Zinda. Zinda from the circle. He's walled off on the far side. Sticks in the way for New England. It's Gus Olsen. He's able to settle it down and send it out of the zone. Nate Kinney, the man in the box. And a whistle here. And the trip's going to be called the other way. Actually, it'll be a slash. slash and the body check, so that'll get him the 4 minutes. So it'll be 4-on-3. Excuse me, 4-on-4 for 1:26, and then 5-on-4. So plenty of penalty time here, and the upper hand, well, we'll see what the upper hand goes to with the open ice of the 4-on-4 situation, but starts with possession for New England. The longer they can hang on to that like a penalty kill for another minute, and then try and go on the advantage. Tie this game up at 1. Sitting scoreless since about this point. They're sitting 1-0 since about this point in the first period. Quick one-timer try in front. Shorer couldn't connect. Dropped in below the goal line. Second man through, knocks it home. That was not intended for Wyatt Britton. No, make it Gus Olsen. But he was there and ready, and he fires it home top shelf. I might have been right the first time. We'll see if it's Britton or Olsen. I believe it's going to be Britton that ties this game at 1. The pass slides right past Zachary Steely's stick. And then Britton slides in. Ties the game. So 4-on-4. The score there for New England. USA trying to answer back. 7 more seconds. 4-on-4 hockey. New England still got the power play opportunity on the way for another 2.5 minutes. Once down a goal, now tied at 1 and up a skater. Courtesy of Wyatt Britton's first goal of the tournament. At the circle, beautiful feed to the far side, and it just goes wide. Shower then loses an edge and his stick. A little helpless over there. That diving play to try and shovel it in front. Thornborough down to a knee to try and knock it home. And eventually that's covered up by Courtney. And we had a penalty that stopped us. No, we didn't. It was settled down by Courtney, just like I said. So that brought us to a stop. And a cross check. Now we've got a penalty. It's on Team USA. So for another 2:10, another 2 minutes, in fact, actually, it's going to be 5-on-3. And the last man into the box will actually be the first man out of the box. DePoit. So 5-on-3, golden opportunity here for New England. They're looking for their 4th victory. Right in the middle of the pack, a very crowded field there once you get behind Team USA. So a 4th win would go a long way. Big-time points to be had for New England. And this is a big-time opportunity with 10:46 to go in the second. Up 2 skaters. Backhand try. Goes off the post for Zach Steely. Steely's been in and around all the scoring. Held in far side by Shore, but the puck is free for Wheaton. He never took it all the way out. Thornborough tracks it down. Puck springing free to the near side. Settled in by Steely. Steely top of the circle. Shovels far side. 5-on-3 opportunity. Right there in front. Courtney makes the save once, but not twice. And it's 2-1 New England. Wait for the official scoring there with the traffic in front. So the penalty will remain at 5-on-4 for DePoit, still in the box. And so the chance continues for New England to try and put a stamp on this game. It was Brian Frost who knocked it home, and the man we said was in and around all the scoring. Steely gets the assist. So a penalty now on New England. Wipes away the 5-on-4 advantage. And we are at 4-on-4 yet again for another minute here in this second period. It's a 2-1 lead for New England. Looking for a big-time fourth victory to head out of pool play against an unbeaten Team USA. It's not just the goal scoring, by the way. Their defense has been tremendous as Wallace flies in past the blue line, skirts 3 defenders, tries to send it through traffic, clipped to skate, never made it to the crease. New England turns it away with Britton coming up the ice quickly. Taking on 2 defenders wide of the circle. Britton sailing in at the goal line, tried to sneak it in there at the corner, had it poked away. Does slide right back out in front, but Team USA with control. 20 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey continues. And then another 40 seconds or so, just about 50 in fact, of 5-on-4 for Team USA. Meyer slides in to try and get into the fray. It's held in at the far blue line. Jimmy Egan does that. Slips past Egan now, but that's going to be enough. That trip down the ice, and the icing will get DePoit out of the box and get a 5th skater out there for Team USA. So 5-on-4 now for another 48 seconds. Quickly off the draw, pushed ahead by New England. That forces Meyer to track it all the way down. Back in his own end and send it back the other way. Good first touch on the kill for New England. They've gone from up 2 skaters to even at 4 apiece, now to down a skater. Seemingly an eye blink here, but we are more than 6 minutes into this period. 8.5 remaining. Held in by Team USA, flipped up into traffic, and now pulled out of the zone by New England. 1-on-3, taken in by Frost. He settles that one behind the net, and it wraps around. Final 2, final 1, and everybody back to 5-on-5 hockey. See how long we stay there in this one. There have been quite a few whistles here in the second alone. Trey Knoll tries to track it down at center ice. It's poked away. Videpo sends it back to some space. Now back to Knoll. He's got DePoit in the middle. Slides past him to Videpo. And an offsides will bring us back to neutral ice. First 2 games held their opponents, did Team USA, to 1 goal. And then 2 of their last 3, they've held their opponents to 2 goals. Highest tally given up was 3 against North, but they still won that by 6 goals. 9-3 was that final. Perpera sneaks his way past 2 defenders. Couldn't hang on to it, though. Wallace slips it away. It was right in front of his own net and brings it back up ice. Finds a Ziska. Wallace in the middle, fires that one, blocker saves. Ziska takes a swing at it knee high and couldn't redirect. 7:15 to go. Not out. Wallace tries to slide back to Ziska. Man on the weak side. Summers taking a backhand that goes wide. Wallace still doggedly after it. 7 minutes to go. Looking to center yet again, and this one is swept clean out to the blue line and tracked down by Hart. Hart all alone, back at his own blue line, able to send it over to the far side. 6:50 to go. Summers fires that one on the post, and on the rebound, it knocks home. Team USA evens it up at 2 apiece. There's some lobbying going on, I think, for who's going to get credit for this goal. And we'll see if it's Wallace like he wanted it to be, but either way, it's going to be a tie game at 2 with 6:47 to go. Even strength goal. Wallace from Summers. And we're all tied again at 2 apiece with 6:27 to go here in the second. Team USA trying to pull it out of their end. Still a long way to go here in the second, coming up on 6 minutes. Seems like we've had all kinds of activity with the penalties. And now goals for each side as Wheaton goes wide. Stopped it on a dime outside the circle. It's deflected out of the zone. Meyer tracks it down. Meyer reverses course, gets it right back, comes off the boards. Under duress there, has to flip it back to the other side for Jimmy Egan. Instead to the middle for DuPoit. Into traffic, flipped up, knocked down by Frost. Back it goes for Egan. He'll come in, everybody on side. Wide he goes with DuPoit in the middle. Tries to shovel it to him. Across the crease it goes. Short angle shot wide from the far side. 5.5 to go. DuPoit rolls it along the boards. Caught the edge there for just a second. Drops down to Perpera. Choose to make that Thornborough. Plucked off the boards. Thornborough spinning to try and track it down as he's fighting with Egan. Dumped down through the circle it goes. Wyatt Britton tracks it down, flings it out to Thornborough. Ends up instead back on the stick of Egan. No icing here, was going to die anyway. Egan tracks it down. He flings it up ahead. Wallace streaking towards it in the corner, and he won't catch up to it. Unfortunate there. He's looking just to feed it ahead, maybe off the boards to the last goal scorer for Team USA. Instead, it turns into the icing. And it'll come back the other way. Draw controlled quickly by Videpo for Team USA. Tries to sneak it through a defender's legs. He floated in. The puck didn't follow him. They say the puck did get into the zone, so it'll bring a neutral zone faceoff. 4:46 to go here in the second period. It's the 2019 show here on Youth Hockey Hub. Plenty more action to come tomorrow and Saturday. Bright and early tomorrow, Friday at the show. 8 a.m. start time for quarterfinal action. Bringing it to you here. Everybody guaranteed at least one more game, but the top 8 teams dropped into the playoff bracket. Olsen across the blue line, steps inside, feeds a floating puck forward, never quite made it to the crease. Courtney had an eye on it, 4 minutes to go. Team USA once down a goal. They led it 1-0 coming into the second, 2 straight. For New England is that one sailing on Carithers, so he plucks it out of the air with 3:57 to go. 2 straight for New England, including a 4-on-4 goal and a power play goal. And then tied up just about 3 minutes ago by Matthew Wallace, his 6th goal of the tournament. 3:57 remaining. From the dot stick side of Carithers. Between the circles it goes, held in at the blue line, slipped down to empty space on the near side. Team USA trying to establish itself, couldn't quite do it. Flies out. Thornborough beats a man. They both ended up down on a knee. The puck springs free to the far side corner. New England centering pass out in front, looking for Steely. Instead, it's back to Britton. Britton's backhand try gets caught up in traffic with 3:25 to go. Puck slides free back out towards Britton. Knocks it off the boards, swept around by Shorter. Zinda able to work it to the blue line, gets caught up in his skate, so that leaves it there for Bezeric, and not everybody had cleared the zone yet. So with 3:05 to go, it goes to neutral ice. 2-2 tie. We'll resurface here after the second. Pushed back into the New England zone. Steely from Frost. Steely peeling away with it. Trying to work it free towards Frost against 3 defenders. Backhand feed in front. Slides free of the crease. USA looking to work the break. Feed up the ice. Poked away. New England takes it back. Long shot. Rising high. Bangs off the glass. 2:40 to go. Near side, Wallace. Gets it pushed off his stick by Frost, but gets it back. And a penalty's coming up. That's what it was. Not waiting on anything else. And now it's covered up. And they'll call the trip on New England. So 2:27 remaining. And 2 of that now will come on the power play for Team USA. Danger zone here for New England. So Frost in the box as Bakeberg tracks it down. Good first touch by New England to push it clear, make USA work for possession. DePoit on the weak side. He'll track it down as that one swings in behind the net. 2 minutes remaining in the period. DePoit floating along the goal line, trying to feed it in front. Too much traffic. Not sure where he was headed with that one either. Videpo was off to his left. Now 2-on-3, shorthanded back the other way. Shot headed towards net. And Courtney swallows it up, but face-off will come to our right with a minute 51 in the period, minute 24 to go in the power play. It'll be stick side of Courtney. Special teams goal each way, shorthanded. The first goal of the game for Team USA, a power play tally for New England in this game. Draw push to the far side. Summers tracks it down. Near side for Meyer. Work it out of the zone quickly and effectively. Up to Wallace. Wallace has Ziska to his right. Wallace takes the shot. Pad save from Carithers. Bounces into the corner. Wallace will get after it with a minute 5 remaining in the power play. To Meyer at the blue line. Back down, looking for Summers. Summers walled off by a falling defender. Frees the puck out towards neutral ice. Reach for it for Hart. Hart can't get there. How does he get to that puck? Not alone that time as it swings around through the boards. 45 seconds to go. Back through neutral ice, bouncing through. Wallace racing to the puck with Schorer, and a dive out of the crease by Carithers. Bring play to a stop. Not only the dive to stop him, but he also covered it up. Gutsy move, and it works out to at least bring on the glove side face-off with 36 left in the penalty and minute 2 remaining in the period. Worse into that was Camden Schorer, apparently, as he's hunched over, headed to the bench. Under a minute remaining, 30 in the power play. Bouncing puck wide to the right for Team USA. They led this 1-0. They trailed it 2-1. Wheaton trying to creep in from the circle. Got a little high past him. Out to neutral ice. They'll retouch. Up a skater with 15 more seconds of that. Britton trying to free it up on the near side. It did slip out of the zone, so Steely some space to try and bring it up shorthanded. 4 seconds to go in the power play. Under 30 remaining here in the second period. Tied at 2. Slips back out to Harper. Harper goes wide, sends it into the side of the cage. It got caught up in the net. So the whistle will bring us to a stop, and we'll have another stick-side face-off for Carithers with 19 seconds remaining in the second period. It's our third goal on this sheet of ice here this afternoon and evening, and they've all been a one-goal game going into the third or closer. Obviously, the closer option is tied as this one bangs in off the pads of Carithers. Dips down below the goal line. Final 9 seconds. Slips past a couple of defenders for Team USA. And then back out towards Britain as the horn sounds. So we go at even. The latest goal scored by Matthew Wallace for Team USA to tie us up at 2, but 2 of the 3 in the period belonged to New England. Eventually they took a 2-1 lead. Britton and Frost scoring. Wheaton scored first. All tallied. We're tied at 2 with 15 more minutes in regulation. You're watching the 2019 show here on Youth Hockey Hub. To the third we go. Final game of the day here on rink number 2. Plenty of hockey action still to come both today and tomorrow. Moving in the championship round of the show 2019 here on Youth Hockey Hub. And this one, a good one with some implications too. Team USA and New England tied at 2 apiece. New England needing a win, wanting a win to help bolster their position to make it into that championship bracket. Team USA trying to go unbeaten through pool play. They're 5-0 coming in. Had a 1-0 lead. New England came storming back to take a 2-1 edge. And then Team USA has the last goal of this game to make it 2-2. Wallace has it right now. He scored that one. It's loose and free. And in like a rocket comes Cooper DePoit to knock it home. Rebound dangling up at the top of the crease. And DePoit gives Team USA their second 1-goal lead of the game. Just 33 seconds into the period. New England wins the draw. They had some quick pressure. Levi Harper and Wallace. Harper and Wallace both given assists as they were in on it to get that towards the pad of Carithers. So DePoit right now with the difference-making goal. 14 minutes to go, 3-2. Team USA the edge. Quick off the draw comes Ziska. Ziska flies in past the blue line. Dumps it down. Ends up leaving it right there for Summers. Summers back out to the blue line. Long shot wide from Meyer. Ziska tracks it back down. Couple of defenders flanking him there. Tries to free it up to Summers. Instead, it flies out. Perpera. Team USA playing it backwards. Braden Hart works it around his own net. Finds Meyer on the far side through some traffic. This time, though, under control. Pushed up by Wallace. Caught in his skates. He'll walk along the goal line. Tries to center. Bounces all the way back to Hart. Hart sends it through traffic. Dangling there in front and then slapped away. Wallace, though, tracks it down again. He's been involved in the last 2 goals in this game, an assist and a goal to erase a 1-goal deficit and turn it into a 1-goal lead. Summers from the goal line. That one slides free of the zone. Turn for Meyer, trying to find some space. Meyer dips it back to the far side. Some changes going on behind as Wallace is going to take it right back in with Summers on his hip. Puck bounces freely. Right back out to Ziska. Ziska centers it in front. Pad save once by Carithers, and then out of the air it drops down, and it's a quick 2-goal sprint to start the third for Team USA. They're up 4-2. I'll wait on the official announcement for the 4th goal, 3rd in a row scored by Team USA since they were down 2-1. They'll take the opening draw too as Harper sends it high. It's Ziska who scores his 8th of the tournament. That'll put him into the top 2. At least as things stood coming into the day. Obviously, games going on as well, so other scorers could have hopped up there too. But 8 goals. He's already in the top 3. Now a 4-2 lead for Team USA. They've scored the last 3, including 2 goals here in the first 3 minutes. Period number 3. Looking for another. Bakeberg hunting for that angle on the far side. Videpo, excuse me. Trying to pry it away in the corner. Swings in front of the skates of Knoll all the way to the near side. New England able to send it down, and that will be an icing with 11:50 remaining. 4-2 lead for Team USA, and it happens that fast. You're a team that has scored 9 goals in these 15-minute period games 3 different times already. You know that they can get some in quick succession. And they do that here 33 seconds in, and then another minute 44 seconds later. Meyer will wrap it around the boards. Wallace, he's been a big part of holding pressure here in this third. That one slides away thanks to Nate Kinney, scooting along at his feet. Puck pinned in on the near side boards. Slides free, a chase there, Bazarek. Pushes it higher into the zone and eventually out, but Wallace is right there. He'll flip it right down. USA will get a change with 11 minutes remaining. 4-2, they lead. Fresh skates out there for Team USA as New England tries to enter it into the zone. Man who had it goes slipping down, and Bazarek has to regain his footing. Watch as the puck slides back the other way, but it will be an icing. So it works out for New England. .55 remaining here in the third. Check in with all the action still to come over on rink number 1 back behind us. Still on the rest of the evening. Great Plains and Manitoba with a big matchup going on that was just concluding as we went to our intermission. And we'll have all sorts of playoff action starting at 8 a.m. tomorrow. All right here on Youth Hockey Hub, part of the 2019 show. Blockers steered away by Carithers. Under 10.5 to play here in this third period. 2 quick goals for Team USA, giving them a 2-goal lead. Thornborough takes it down into the corner. Slapped back against him nearly to the top of the zone. Dips it in towards Steely. Steely can't get a shooting lane, so it just trickles down below the goal line. As we go under 10 minutes to play. Hart below the goal line. Slips it back out. Bounces through neutral ice. Nobody there to pressure it with Wheaton. So it flies back into the Team USA zone. Cade Meyer tracks it down. From the far side circle. Neutral ice, Knoll. Knoll fires that one, and a glove save for Carithers with 9:33 remaining. Brings us to a stop. Nine and a half to go, 4-2 the lead for Team USA. 2 goals here in the third after they were tied at 2. They trailed 2-1 late in the second. Fought through and got the 2 quick goals to take the advantage. Sliding in front, dangerous there in front of Courtney. He sticks with it, able to steer it to the far side corner with a little defensive help. Some space, turned over. Collision there as both skaters end up down on the deck. Maybe Team USA took a little advantage from that collision. No whistle on it. We play on with 9 minutes remaining, 4-2. Not held in. Wallace flying out of the zone. Through neutral ice, wide of the circle, sends that one on the pads of Carithers. Harper wasn't there for the putback. Does steer it back down towards the goal line. Wallace wraps it around to the near side for Zenda. Zenda back in against the boards. He gets it floating back to him at the blue line through traffic. Bouncing puck. New England steers it out to Perpera. Perpera loses an edge. Fighting against Wallace there, and the puck is free down to the far corner. 8:20 remaining. 4-2 lead for Team USA. Looked like their unblemished record was in jeopardy, but they have taken command here in the third and lead it by 2. DePoit. He's got the go-ahead goal to his credit. Just over 30 seconds into the third period. Trying to track down possession now as Steely walks it to the goal line. It's Hart instead. Takes it away. all the way down to the far side. No icing. Wheaton trying to slap at that. He got things started scoring inside the first 3 minutes of this game. 7.5 minutes to go. Popped up, but not past the stick of Bakeberg. Bakeberg makes sure there's going to be no break for New England. Puck slides through the center circle. Over on the far side for Vedepo. He did just take it into the zone. Hangs on to it there with a player skating down around him. Knoll can't hold it. Poked free. They'll reset. 7:10 remaining here in this third period. 4-2 is the lead for Team USA. New England, a free puck down the ice, but Jimmy Egan's the first man to it. Taps it back along the near side boards, out to neutral ice. Hits Wheaton. Wheaton one-on-one. Wheaton down the slot and just poked away by Camden Shore. Under 7 to play. Even strength hockey. Back to Vedepo. To the blue line for Meyer. Floats outside the circle with 6:35 remaining. Wrapped around the boards far side. Flown out of the zone, but intercepted at neutral ice. Meyer dumps it back in. Changes coming up for Team USA. Brady Sloper, the defenseman with a goal in the tournament, tries to push it up ahead. It's intercepted by Summers. Summers past the blue line. 1-on-5. Fires that one high over the crossbar and off the glass. Ziska tracks his way in quickly to try and hang on to this possession. Summers is after it in the corner. Slides it back to the blue line through traffic. That one hits Summers in the back of the skate. Off the feed from Zenda. Backhand try. Wallace trying to get nifty there, and he goes too high as we go under 6 minutes to play here in this third period. Ziska, he scored last. In front, looking for Summers, and it just slips wide. Gives New England a chance to clear. They only get as far as the opposite blue line. Back to Ziska with Summers in the middle. Steps around, has to avoid his own man, and that kind of led to the turnover there. Back and forth at neutral ice. Ziska's got it now. Summers on his hip, just leaves it back to Summers. Summers from the circle has it poked away. Zenda able to hold it in, but nobody else thought so, so no pressure there. Now Zenda has to track it down. 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in this third, and a whistle. And we got a slash coming up on New England. 5:14 to go. So we were cruising right along there. Who's it on? Brady Sloper. Three straight even strength goals for Team USA. They scored first shorthanded. They'll try and see what they can do. 5-on-4. Draw one quickly by Thornborough. Taken back for New England. They tried to get it back to Thornborough, nearly did, but the bouncing puck back to Team USA. 5 minutes to go here in this period. Minute 49 in the power play. Wheaton wide to the corner. Wheaton feeds to the far side blue line. Back down close and steered away by Carithers. DePoit at the goal line, walking in, backhand try off the chest of Carithers and down and covered up. Minute 29 remaining. Traffic takes a little while to clear there in front of the crease. 4:43 to go here in this game. Harper from wide of the blue line sends that one snaking past the far side post. DePoit doggedly after it there. Gets a little help from Wheaton, 2-on-2 in the corner. Wheaton spins it free. He's got to try and track it down. Diving into the boards, and we'll get a penalty on Wheaton diving in there. So we'll go 4-on-4 now for another minute one. 4:15 to go here in this period. So wipe off the potential power play opportunity for Team USA. And then New England down 2 will get 59 seconds to try and cut into this lead up a skater. To the circle. New England in their own zone, trying to push it up ahead and go to work quicker than the 25 seconds left in the 4-on-4. And then waiting for that to end, rather, as Knoll takes it across the blue line, fires the deep shot, pad save away by Carithers. 13 seconds left in 4-on-4 before New England gets the true power play opportunity. They do have a power play goal. That's how they scored last. But that was about 5 minutes into period number 2. It's been all Team USA since then. 2 more seconds of 4-on-4. So the clock went off and then the whistle blows. So right as soon as we get ready for play, back to 5-on-4. 50 seconds of that. 3 minutes remaining, though, in this game. 2-goal lead for Team USA. Both skaters hit the deck. Nothing of it. And now a whistle as not for a penalty, but because New England's and the player down hard on that collision. So that'll bring the trainer out onto the ice with 2:57 to go, 43 seconds left in the power play. We'll take a pause as they tend to this fallen New England skater. Back for the final 3 minutes after this on Youth Hockey Hub. We're back here with 2:57 to go, 43 seconds on a power play for New England, and Zachary Steele, after some time down on the ice to do some double checking, he was able to slide off the ice with a little bit of help, so hopefully nothing too serious. Some tense moments, though, as he stayed down on the ice for a little while. So that's good, and now New England's trying to fight back from a 2-goal deficit with just 2:40 to go. Now they got 25 seconds to work in the power play. And icing will work it back the other way. Wrapped around the far side for Britain. Britain scored early, the first goal for New England. 10 seconds to go in the power play. For Team USA tries to finish this off at full strength. Wallace tries to dip it past Britain at the blue line, and there's your penalty expiring. Wheaton back out onto the ice. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. A 2-goal lead for Team USA. They scored twice early in the third period. Now trying to make that stand up here inside the final 2 minutes. Wallace scored the game-tying goal back at the end of the second. DePoit's got the game winner right now in his pocket. Wallace make that Wheaton. Takes it down below the goal line. Gets it right back, circling with DuPoit on his hip. Neither one could really fire a shot away. DuPoit settles it down. Minute 27 to go in this game. DuPoit spinning at the circle. New England trying to apply some pressure. Back to the middle for Wallace. Wallace sends that one through traffic. Bouncing puck. Wheaton fires it home to cap this one off and likely send Team USA 6-0 out of pool play. Scored twice in the first 2 minutes and 17 seconds of the period. They didn't score again for another 11 minutes plus. And now Team USA get Jack Wheaton to bookend this contest. Make it 5-3. Save for Courtney. He needs a couple more of those as we're under a minute to go. That one skips up into the netting. 55 seconds left. And so Team USA tested here through the first two periods against New England as they came in 5-0, and New England sees USA find their scoring groove again with 3 here in the third to take this 5-2 lead into the final 40 seconds. Slip down off the boards, angling towards the goal line. 35 seconds remain. Courtney honestly hasn't been asked to do a whole lot. There's been a lot of up and down hockey without shots at the end of it here in this one. But Courtney gave up just the 2 goals over the first 2 periods. They both actually came in the second. Working on a shutout first and potentially a shutout third. 15 seconds to go. Makes another blocker save off to the right. And a whistle here with 10 seconds to go. And a slash. So a slash. And Bakeberg will spend the final 10 seconds of what will be Team USA's 6th victory in the penalty box. On its end, out to the blue line, scooped up, touched out of harm's way by Videpo, cleared once by New England, and there's the horn. 5-2, Team USA goes unbeaten through pool play. They get 3 goals in the third, including what turned out to be the game winner. The first of those 3 by Cooper DePoit, his 5th. Ziska, Wheaton twice, and Wallace once. The scoring there. Britton and Frost on the other side for New England. Plenty more to come from the 2019 show here on Youth Hockey Hub. We turn to the championship round starting tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. You can join us for that and all the rest of the action right here at the 2019 show on Youth Hockey Hub.